I certainly wasn't always the person that I am, that I am today. And as a child, I was, very shy, very introverted, a typical bookworm, and spent most of my time to myself and didn't really interact. So my social skills were actually pretty deficient. But as I've gained a better understanding of of who I am, and why I am the way that I am, it got me more comfortable with who I am as a person first and foremost. And as a result of doing that, I gained more confidence. I became more self-confident, more self-aware. And as a result, it made it a lot easier for me to interact with with my colleagues. So you know that that transformation, that change for me, was very, very significant. And so as I go through my my routine on a on a daily basis, I'm always trying to make sure I stay in the present moment, that I don't dwell on what has happened in the past, and get down and out about that. But I also don't move to the future, where anxiety can arise. And by staying in that present moment, listening to the person that's across the table from me, being open to other people's perspective, it creates that kind of culture that makes one feel comfortable being where they are. I actually graduated from a high school that was named after my great grandfather. And I had been in business 4 years, about 4 years or so. And I was visiting my mom, and she brought out these ledgers that belonged to my great grandfather. And I had heard stories about, his business acumen, his business skills, but this was some objective, verifiable evidence, being an auditor, right? That I was able to examine and observe. And there were entries in these ledgers from 1910, 1912. So my great grandfather was an entrepreneur, an African American in North Central Louisiana in the early 1900s. And it was at that point in time that I got inspired. I said, if my great grandfather could do that in the early 1900s, I can really build a business right now. And from that point forward, I forged ahead to build McConnell and Jones to where it is today.